Ever stare at a blank page and feel your brain just freeze? That blinking cursor is one of the biggest enemies of productivity. But what if you could skip that part entirely? What if you could dictate messy, half-formed thoughts and get a solid first draft back in 30 seconds? That's the single biggest shift generative AI offers. It's a promotion. Your new job isn't to invent every word from scratch. Your new job is editor-in-chief, and you start by editing, not staring. Think of your AI writing assistant as a sous chef for your brain. You're the executive chef, you have the vision. You just toss the raw ingredients onto the counter. A voice note, some bullet points, a chaotic paragraph. The sous chef does the prep work, chopping, sorting, and plating a basic dish. You then step in to add the final seasoning, adjust the presentation, and make it truly yours. It's faster, calmer, and it completely eliminates the dread of a bare counter. Here's why this matters so much. We waste a staggering amount of cognitive energy just getting the first words out. Psychologically, that blank page triggers our inner perfectionist, creating performance anxiety. Every potential first sentence is weighed and discarded before it even hits the page. This isn't a small problem. A well-known McKinsey report found that knowledge workers spend about 28% of their week just managing email. That's more than a full day, every single week, spent in the inbox. Small wins against that starting friction don't just save you minutes, they compound into hours of reclaimed time and mental energy by Friday. And this isn't just a feeling, it's been measured. A groundbreaking 2023 study from MIT gave college-educated professionals a series of real-world writing tasks. The group using a generative AI assistant finished 37% faster. But here's the kicker. Independent blind graders also rated their output as significantly higher quality. Their writing was judged as more clear, more concise, and more persuasive. Think about that. An hour-long draft drops to under 40 minutes, and the result is objectively better. This isn't about trading quality for speed, it's about getting a powerful boost to both. In fact, you're already using this technology, even if you don't realize it. Back in 2019, Google announced that Gmail's Smart Compose was saving users from typing over 2 billion characters every single week. 2 years before that, about 12% of all replies on mobile Gmail were already using Smart Reply. People instinctively accept a good starting point when it's offered. And it's not just for pros. A study on GitHub Copilot found developers using AI completed a coding task 55% faster. The pattern is undeniable. Get a workable first pass generated for you, then apply your human expertise to refine and ship. Now for the most counterintuitive part, the one most people get wrong. The messier your initial brain dump, the better the AI's first draft is likely to be. We are trained to polish our thoughts before we speak, but that sanitizes the input, starving the model of the raw material it needs to create something great. Your jumbled voice notes, half-finished sentences, and random bullet points contain your authentic voice, your specific context, and your unique phrasing. This raw texture is gold. It gives the AI real substance to structure and refine, preventing it from falling back on its generic training data. A perfectly polished, generic prompt will almost always yield a perfectly polished, generic result. Give it your authentic mess. Here's a powerful two-step trick to put this into practice. Instead of asking for a full draft at once, paste your messy notes and ask the AI to first extract a tight, logical outline. Review that outline. Does the flow make sense? Once you approve the skeleton, then you ask it, "Great, now write the full draft based on this outline." This locks in the structure before a single sentence is written, preventing rambling and making your final edit incredibly fast. Let's make this real. Imagine a landscaper, phone in hand after a great client meeting, full of ideas but dreading the proposal. She dictates a 1-minute voice note. "Okay, for the Miller job." patio pavers, new garden bed with native plants, and fix the drainage. Budget is around 8K. Timeline is 4 weeks. Send them the link to the Williamson project photos. She pastes that raw transcript into her AI tool and prompts, "Turn this into a one-page proposal with a friendly but professional tone. Bullet the scope, clarify the price range, and add a call to action to schedule the final site walk." In 30 seconds, a clean scaffold appears. She spends 5 minutes adjusting the price and adding a specific date. Done. The blank page never stood a chance. Or how about a job seeker staring at an application deadline? He's got the skills, but hates writing cover letters. He jots down 4 messy bullet points. Led the Project X launch, increased user engagement, expert in Figma and SQL, applying for the product manager role at Acme Corp. He pastes that, along with the job description, and prompts, "Draft a 180-word cover letter in my voice. Keep sentences under 20 words, and no cliches like fast-paced environment. Highlight a quantifiable achievement." The model returns a tight, confident draft. He swaps in one precise metric, double-checks the company name, and submits. What was a painful 1-hour task is now done in the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. Once you get this workflow, you see it everywhere. Rapid Fire 1. A community manager turns a frustrated Slack message into a polished LinkedIn post. Prompt: rewrite this as a practical LinkedIn post under 140 words with a hook, 3 tips, and a call to action. Keep it slightly witty. The ramble becomes a resource. Rapid Fire 2. A sales rep personalizes outreach. He pastes a prospect's quote from a podcast and prompts, "Write a 90-word email referencing this quote in the first line and add a PS with a demo link." Instant, relevant outreach. Rapid Fire 3. A teacher sends a parent update. She lists 5 notes: field trip, permission slips, reading goals. Prompt: turn this into a warm, concise parent email. Give me 3 subject line options and bullet the required actions. Clear, friendly, and sent in minutes. So here's the simple playbook to make this work every time. 1. Brain dump, then outline, then draft. That 2-step process is magic. 2. Ask for 3 contrasting drafts at once, maybe 1 professional, 1 witty, and 1 very direct. Then you can mix and match the best parts. 3. Feed it your own voice. Paste in 2 emails you've written before and ask it to match your tone. 4. Use negative constraints. Tell it what not to do. No cliches, no exclamation points. This produces tighter drafts. 5. Start with structure. Ask for just the subject line and bullet points. Once you like the skeleton, ask it to flesh it out. Finally, and this is the most critical part of your new role as editor-in-chief, you need to establish guardrails. First, privacy is paramount. Never paste sensitive client, personal or proprietary information into a public AI tool. If your company has a secure enterprise version, use that. Otherwise, anonymize your data completely. Second, you are the fact-checker. AI models can confidently invent facts, sources, and dates. They don't know things, they predict text. Ask the AI to put placeholders in brackets for any claim you need to verify. Remember, you are always accountable for the final output. Third, own the tone and context. An AI might not know about a recent event or a subtle team dynamic. It's your job to add that crucial human layer. And finally, know the rules. Some industries or clients require disclosure of AI assistance. Your job is to use this tool powerfully, but also responsibly. So here's the reframe. If starting from a blank page is 80% of the pain, just outsource the start. Let the AI handle the messy first draft. You step in as the editor, the strategist, the final voice of authority. You will ship faster, with less stress, and you will win back hours every week. Try it today. Take one task you've been avoiding, dictate a 60-second brain dump about it, and ask an AI to turn it into a starting point. If you want to master this workflow and more, join the full Level Up with AI course. The link is right